Hey, what's up guys, it's Unleashed here today, and we are back with another video on Sonic Frontiers. And not only is this just another video on Sonic Frontiers, it is also the final video on the game before the game actually releases. Which is just crazy to think about because the game releases in literally 2 days. Literally waiting since May of 2021. It's finally here now, nearly anyways. My god, crazy man, crazy. Now yes, the review embargo does lift tomorrow for the reviews and everything, but I've got another video planned for tomorrow. That's going to be on a certain game's anniversary tomorrow. Wink wink, nudge nudge, forces. So yeah, we'll be doing a Frontiers video tomorrow. Let's see the reviews and go, yay, woohoo, the game's either good or bad, yeah. But anyways, in today's video, we'll be doing nothing really of use, honestly, kind of just hyping up the game, giving my overall thoughts on the game before release, basically that sort of stuff. Now once again, I need to make it clear that yes, I'm actually hyped for Sonic Frontiers. I know some people may have thought differently because of my last video, even though I said in the video that I'm still excited for the game, just some things just kind of ruin the game for me, obviously not including the game itself. But hey, some people just don't watch the whole video, yes, and just come to assumptions, which is not good sometimes. So yes, I am very excited for Sonic Frontiers if it's not clear already somehow, but yeah, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's discuss the topic at hand. Now, I'm going to be honest with you here, not really going to do any scripting for this video, just going to kind of just waffle on a bit. Kind of summarize Frontiers as a whole in terms of the game's marketing and everything, and obviously my thoughts on the game. So let's start on the marketing side then, shall we? So yeah, it's been a long time coming for Sonic Frontiers, hasn't it? Back when we got that little 30-second teaser from the Sonic Central last year, it's been going since then. Obviously, at the time, that teaser didn't really show much of anything, really. We just saw Sonic running and then running in a circle. But obviously, with us having some context for it now, it kind of showed a bit more than we expected, really. I mean, we saw Sonic using the side loop, him circling around, maybe even using the blue boost, honestly, the power boost, because he does go quite fast in that trailer. And then that final thing, which I guess we still haven't really got much context for it, but that symbol at the end of the teaser too. Now we have actually seen that in the game, on the bottom of that pyramid structure that's flying in the sky in Kronos Island. The symbol is there, but we don't really know what it means just yet. And I guess we'll find out about it, obviously, in the game. But yeah, obviously, after that teaser, we were basically sat on literally nothing until the Game Awards, essentially. Just feasting on the little pieces of info that we got from interviews and stuff like that. But then, the only other source of news was the leaks, essentially. Because remember, back then, we literally had nothing to go off. But thankfully, the name Sonic Rangers was found in the metadata of that teaser trailer. And then obviously we used that to go verify some of the leaks. Now obviously, some of those leaks definitely not aged that well. Because obviously some of them were fake, and then the ones that were actually real. The game's changed quite a lot since then. And man, just thinking about it, if we did not have those leaks, we would know absolutely nothing about Sonic Frontiers. Like, that's just crazy to think about. Just think about this right now. If you didn't have those leaks, we had nothing. That period between the Sonic Central and then the Game Awards, we would have known absolutely nothing. Like, that's just crazy to think about, man. We wouldn't have known about cyberspace, it being an open zone game, the combat, just all of that, man. We would have known none of that. And I'm going to be honest with you here, the leaks kind of helped the game in a sense, because obviously when we first saw the game in June, obviously some actual gameplay, we only saw the open zone for a very long time, and it was looking very rough, so that could have been the only part of the game, and we were just kind of screwed, basically. But obviously, because of the leaks, we found out about the supersonic bosses, cyberspace, all the combat stuff. And obviously, that meant that we haven't actually seen everything yet. So we kind of just held on a bit, kept that faith in that the game might be good, and yeah, turned out to be true. So yeah, we actually owe a lot to those 4chan leakers. Like, my god. Crazy, man. Crazy, crazy. But then obviously, after hearing nothing of the game except for the leaks until the Game Awards, we got another trailer, and yeah, I think it was an alright trailer looking back on it. Not horrible. I mean, we got to hear some of the amazing music of the game. That trailer music still sounds amazing. Then we actually got a look at the scope of the world. Kronos, it looks absolutely beautiful there. Then we had that massive argument about Sonic's model. Good times, man. Good times. Then we even had a point where we thought that model was going to be a placeholder, but yeah, that clearly was not true. I'm still sad about that, man. But hey, the Frontiers model still looks pretty good, I can't lie. Even with some of the basic animations sometimes and the lifeless stuff, it still looks pretty nice, I can't lie. All the materials, facial expressions, the stretching of the legs and stuff. Looks pretty solid, I can't deny. And then yeah, once again, after the Game Awards, we were sat with basically nothing once again about the game. I mean, we at least saw something of the game, I guess, so that could have given some more speculation going there. I mean, we at least knew it was open zone. That's something, I guess. Then I think it was in May, Yeah, May 31st. We finally got our first look at gameplay for Sonic Frontiers in that little IGN first teaser. And while it did look perfect there, some of the animation were kind of janky, and then it was a Forces model on animation, so that kind of gave us a bit of a worry there. But yeah, nothing can quite compare to June 1st for Sonic Frontiers. That was hands down the worst day for the game. Hands down the worst. They played the game so terribly, man. They're playing the game so slowly, and then the pop-in looked terrible. Sonic's animation was kind of broken. It looked kind of boring to just run around and do stuff there. It was just very, very bad, man. That was the worst day for Sonic Frontiers, hands down. But then they kind of brought it back with the combat showcase. That was a bit more exciting for the game. And then obviously, it kept going up and up since then, because we got that 60 FPS gameplay of Kronos Island. Then we got some of the Cyberpunk gameplay in the Nintendo Direct trailer. Even the music there was amazing. Then we got all the demo footage from all the different events, Gamescom, Summer Game Fest, EGX. Then obviously, we got that story trailer, that was pretty fire. We got a look at Aris Island, and obviously with that, we got that Aris Island B-roll footage, looked pretty nice. And then after that, was it the TGS trailer, I'm pretty sure? I think it was the TGS trailer. We got a look at Supersonic there, even more hype for the game. Then the overview, combat and upgrades trailer, just showing off the game in all its glory. And then the final trailer, the showdown trailer, that went so hard, man. That trailer was absolutely fantastic. And then, yeah. Here we are, right now. The hype for the game is on an all-time high. Obviously, there are some nitpicks I still have with the game. For example, what we talked about in the last video. While it doesn't hurt the game itself necessarily, once again, it just shows that Sega's not learned anything, really. And obviously, with Cyberspace only using 4 themes, that's a big disappointment there. But thankfully, this time, unlike Sonic Forces, for example, the good things massively outweigh the bad things. So, let's get into my final thoughts on the game before release. Now, I think the one thing that we can count on being absolutely amazing in this game is honestly the story. From what we've heard and seen of the story so far, Ian Flynn is absolutely knocking it out of the park. The characters finally have their true personalities back from the 2000s. The game actually has a serious tone now, some serious writing, direction. And then with Sage, actually a fleshed out villain this time, unlike Infinite, sadly. And then just in general, a pretty well written story overall. What's even better is that it's original and good. The best of both worlds. Woohoo. Sonic is actually back. Like, my god, he's finally back. Then in terms of gameplay, it's a massive step up from Forces, obviously. Instead of just having some linear levels now, you have huge open zones to actually run around in and platform and combat and everything there. And then along with that, some supersonic bosses, and with what I've heard so far, those are just peak Sonic, man. Like, peak Sonic. That's what I've heard from that. They're so epic, apparently. The music goes hard in those too. Like, yes. Finally, some supersonic bosses back. Finally, it's been too long. And then obviously with Cyberspace, a bit of a letdown for the game, honestly. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but still, kind of a letdown for the game, honestly. It could have been more, but sadly, it wasn't. But even still, it's kind of a nice pace break, honestly. You have the massive open zone, then you have those traditional Sonic levels. I kind of like that. That way, they're not alienating all the previous fans, like casuals and everything. Those people see those levels and think, you know what, this game might be for me. I'll go play it. And yeah, from all the reviews and stuff online, people left, right and center are just praising the game. Whether it's reviewers or just fans in general or even Dan TDM. That's right, Dan TDM. Everybody's just praising this game, man. It's just great to see, finally, a 3D Sonic game being praised. You don't see that every single day, do you? What makes the situation even better is that they can build upon this formula for the next game. Like, with how big Frontiers is right now, just think of a more polished and fleshed out game in the future. Like, that's gonna go so hard. And while yes, our next game is gonna be quite far away from now, maybe another 5 years, who knows? I mean, hopefully Sega can pad that time out with some more releases, some remasters, ports, maybe some spin-offs, who knows? I mean, Izuka did say that he wants to pad out the releases between games with some other releases, like spin-offs and ports and stuff like that, so hopefully that can be true. But yeah, as a whole, Frontiers, I'm ready for you. I'm truly ready. We finally have an ambitious Sonic game again. Like, it's been too long. It's been a long time coming now, 5 years since Forces, like, my god, 5 years. Jeez Louise. But the game is literally less than 2 days away now. It's the final stretch now. The game's looking great. So yes, my body is ready. Frontiers. Here I come. I'm here, literally. I'm here. Ready to reach far across these new frontiers. Just give it to me now. I can't wait. I can't wait. Anyways, that about does it for today's video. So yes, Frontiers is 2 days away and it's looking great for the game, honestly. I mean, I know I've had my ups and downs with the games here and there. Obviously, some things kind of just look a bit bad. But then compare that to the amazing things about the game. Yeah, it just does not compare at all, does it? So while the game isn't perfect, I'm not expecting a 10 out of 10 game or anything. It's still going to be great to have a W for 3D Sonic again. Like, my god. We haven't had that since, what is it now, 2011? 11 years ago? Like, oh my god. But yeah, Sonic is officially back, baby. It's been too long, finally. But what are your final thoughts on Sonic Frontiers? Do you believe the game is going to be good or not? Let me know down below. I'd love to see what you guys have to say. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, especially that last one. Don't forget to become unleashed by pressing that join button down below. And remember, it's not necessary. And I will see you all next time. Peace!